G'day everyone, welcome back to Rule of Reason, episode 7 of my mini-series. I hope you're enjoying these 3-minute bites that I'm doing. I basically just am trying to formulate my own thoughts. I find it's very helpful if you have thoughts to write them down, so then when you read them back, you can sort of almost have that debate with yourself. Oh, do I think that's right based on how I react to other people? So I'm just reading you out what I've written down, what I think to be the best way forward, I think, for the foundations of our nation. So as I said, episode 7 is titled The Age of Entitlement, Why Rights Mean Nothing Without Responsibility. Or another title could be, You Don't Get Freedom Without Duty. Everyone demands their rights. Free speech, free money, free everything. But no one talks about the duties that make those rights possible. A society obsessed with the entitlement forgets the one thing freedom always requires: responsibility. Rights are real, but they don't exist in a vacuum. They depend on citizens who take responsibility for themselves, their families, and their communities. Today's culture talks non-stop about what we're owed, but rarely about what we owe. That imbalance is tearing society apart. Every right is only sustainable if someone takes responsibility to uphold it. Free speech requires self-control and tolerance. Social services require taxpayers who work and contribute. Safety requires police, law, and personal accountability. Modern culture pushes a my truth, my rights, my needs narrative. But if everyone takes, no one gives, everything collapses. A nation of rights without responsibilities becomes entitled, fragile, divided, unsustainable. Real freedom isn't doing whatever you want. It's choosing to do what's right, even when it's hard. We need to rebuild a culture where people earn, not just expect. Citizenship means contribution, not consumption. Parents raise children to serve, not demand. Rights make a country fair. Responsibilities make it strong. If we want a hopeful future, we need more than good policy. We need better citizens. In the Bible, in 1 Peter 4 verse 10, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. This verse flips that modern mindset. We don't exist to demand from others. We exist to serve with what we've been given. A healthy nation depends on citizens who take ownership of their lives. Rights must be balanced by responsibility. Entitlement weakens us, but responsibility builds a future worth fighting for. That's what I'm passionate about. I've mentioned that I'm passionate about family, but yeah, personal responsibility is a really big one for me. We don't see enough of it. Let me know what you think. If you disagree and you think I'm being too harsh, please let me know. Again, I'm actually really enjoying these little 3-minute episodes. They're super easy for me to record as well, which is handy. Next episode 8, Hope and Humility. Rebuilding a broken culture starts with us. So it's sort of closing this series with a call to action. I hope you join me for that next time. And thank you again for joining me on Rule of Reason.